Here they are. See you. Hey.
Good to see you. Nice TK beanie you got there. I like that.
I know. Wore that not because my hair was dirty, because I knew you were coming.
Sweet.
Welcome to the release, Florida Georgia Line. Woo-hoo. Can't Say I Ain't Country, available everywhere today, coming to you guys from New York City.
That's right. That's right. Happy to be here. It's a big day for us. We've been waiting for a couple years, and I think it was August 26th, 2016 was our last album, Dig Your Roots. So we've been working hard and just excited for our fans to finally hear what has been on our minds, what's been on our hearts, and where we're at.
And here we are 6 years later, and multiple number ones, millions of dollars in record sales. This is your fourth album. I kind of like you had a lot of bang for your buck on this album. You had 19 tracks.
I think so. I mean, it's still only 15 songs. We added the interlude and the skits, which is kind of something different for us, but something we were pretty excited about. And, we feel really confident about this album. We've been working on it, like BK said, quite a while, over probably a year and a half or so. And, writing more than we ever have and trying to push ourselves even harder than we ever have. So it's been a fun journey, and we're excited to be to the finish line, if you will, and have it out for the world.
Florida Georgia Line, the release. Y'all say this is the most country album you've done yet. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I think it is. In many ways. I think sonically, it's definitely more country. The way that we kind of produced it out, the way we recorded it, we went to Ocean Way in Nashville and tracked all the songs with a full band to start out as kind of building a foundation for the songs, and that's something new for us, something we've never done. So that kind of alone sort of added the traditional country element, the traditional Nashville way, and that was a fun thing for us to do, kind of mix it up a little bit. We obviously went back into the studio over the course of a lot of months and added and subtracted from those foundations that we built, but we just had a lot of fun. It feels like the content, the production and everything leans a little bit more to the country side of who BK and I are, and the kind of music we grew up on. So we're excited about that.
And I'll add to that. I think also country also means just being yourself. So songs like Women and Swerve. I think it's just may not sound sonically country, or who even can say what that is, but songs that will end up in the live show, songs for us just kind of getting outside the box a little bit more, putting our twist on it. So I think that also means country, being yourself and taking chances.
That's what I love about y'all. You've kind of changed the rules a little. It is still country, but it's got that FGL flair.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. We don't want to paint ourselves in a box ever. Mm-hmm. We'd always want to try to continue to elevate, continue to evolve, and become better. And we think that's what we've done here.
Let's roll with the current single. Tell us about Talk You Out of It.
Ooh. Baby making music, you know what I'm saying? Sexy little love song.
It works too. I'm here to tell you.
Some of our good friends wrote that song, and early on when we were in the recording process, this came across our email, and we all fell in love with it. And I kept hearing my wife say, "Hey, what's that shower song you're singing? What's that shower song you're listening to?" And I asked Tyler the same thing. He was jamming it, and Haley was digging it, and it's kind of that moment when everybody's singing it, you can't get it out of your head, and there's like a term that you call that song by, the shower song. It kind of becomes a thing. So it fit a really cool place on our record, and especially the live show. And more importantly, just the video that we got to shoot with our wives was something that was a super special day to include them and make them kind of the main focus of the video, and something that, when we're old and wrinkly and whatever, we can have that to look back on and say, hey, look, we were kind of leading the way and putting our wives up in front on camera and showcasing them and showing them love, and so very special, cool song too.
Well, let's roll it. Talk You Out of It. Can't Say I Ain't Country, the release, Florida Georgia Line. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo. Talk You Out of It. It's the release, Florida Georgia Line, and we mentioned that song was so very, very sissy.
Hot and steamy, you know what I mean?
And then it worked, because at the Grammys you revealed that you're going to be a papa again.
Yes, we are. We have our second. Thank y'all very much. We have our second one on the way, and we couldn't be more excited. It's just an exciting time for us, and it's going to be really cool to see Olivia be a big sister, and just a lot of joy crawling around the house these days. It's pretty awesome.
I love all your photos. Everybody who follows along, his photos are so sweet. And
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that you call her Little Nugget.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's sticking. I can't stop calling her Little Nugget. So I don't know how she'll feel about that when she gets a little older, but we'll maybe Chicken Nugget back in there.
Let's go back to the song that broke y'all, Cruise. A couple of us were reminiscing about, I think it was this time exactly 6 years ago. You were our first interview here at the station. We still finding FGL guitar picks in the weirdest places. I don't know what you all did.
We hit them everywhere.
Do you remember BK and Tyler from back then, and what would you tell yourselves then that you know now that you wish you had known?
That's a great question.
So much has happened.
I know. I almost just wish you could, I think we did do this. So I think, subconsciously there was a voice in our head telling us to do this. But I would just say, keep your head down, keep working hard. You got a long journey, and it's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and just keep following your heart, and doing what BK and I are so blessed to get to do.
I was going to say the same exact thing. I think I'm for real.
That's why I want to do it, brother.
I think every step of the way, there's been times in that voice in your head, maybe God, however you want to put it, but keep going, keep working hard. You're crushing it. The same energy that built this thing, continue that. Don't let weird voices get in your head, and don't read into people's comments too much, or just keep at it. I think that's what's taken us thus far, and keeping everything on a positive track, and just a healthy mindset, and a healthy relationship with our wives and with each other. And
to
so
summarize,
just keep going. Yeah.
To summarize, cruise, just cruise.
Just cruise
right?
with the
Just
windows
keep it cruising,
down.
man.
Yeah, here we go. It's the release. Florida Georgia Line, can't say I ain't country. Florida Georgia Line, the release. You can't say they ain't country. Change that around a little bit.
That's right.
Out today, everywhere. We are sampling some of the songs. I feel like I'm the one who picked them, so hopefully you like them.
We do. Yeah, you're doing a great
You were going
job.
to say we were going to sample some Old Camp whiskey, too.
Oh,
Thought that's what you were going to say.
We're
Got
sampling
excited.
songs and whiskey.
Got
We should have
excited.
had that. Whiskey's my spirit animal.
Cheers.
Yes. Well, you guys, you've been traveling. You just got back from Africa.
Yeah, me and my wife just took a 3-week trip to Africa, and we love to travel, especially this time of year, because the weather in Nashville is pretty crappy. It's like 30 degrees and raining all
Tell it to
day,
New
every day.
Yorkers.
So yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You guys don't feel sorry for us, do you? But anyway, so yeah, this winter we've done a lot of traveling and just kind of get out of Nashville. It's been great.
Where'd you go in Africa?
We started up in Kenya, and then we started up in Marrakesh, and then we went to Kenya, and then we went to Malawi, which was interesting. It's the poorest country in the world, so it's pretty drastically different than the other places we went and where we live, and then we went to South Africa and did some safari, which is so really well-rounded trip and really cool.
Not many. I've been to Africa, and you have to get all those shots. Like literally,
You do.
You could eat anything and not get sick. Truly.
Well, I don't know.
So many
I've
shots.
gotten sick for sure, but I
Yeah.
did take a lot of shots and I still got sick, so I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
no,
know.
I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
And BK, I'm wearing one of the Tribe Kelly hats. Got it at the store in
Yeah,
Nashville.
yeah.
I love you guys. You and your wife are so busy. It seems like you're doing a ton. The Florida project, Tribe Kelly.
Yeah, we have the Tribe Kelly Trading Post in Nashville, and then down in Santa Rosa Beach, the 30A area, we have our Tribe Kelly Surf Post. Both are in old historic houses that we renovated and made them really cool, and kind of kept some of the details and the vibe from the old, and kind of brought in the new with our little taste and everything. So it's just all about staying creative, whether it's a whiskey restaurant or clothing or whatever it may be. I think, the busier I can be, the more creative I can be. Same with Tyler. I think we just have our heads on straight, and just stay focused. And I think we're both born to create more than just songs, more than just, music, and enjoy life, live life to the fullest. And, I think we think of ourselves as entrepreneurs as well, try to be.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's fun. Just if you have any interest, if you're out there just trying to chase a dream, chase that thing. That's how we ended up here, is following our hearts and not taking no for an answer. Just follow that yes in your heart, and if one door closes, go stomp down another one till till it feels like the right one. So that's just what it's all about, I think, for us, and it's fun. It's a really cool outlet to have, and very thankful for it.
If everybody listening around the country, if you go to Nashville and you go to FGL House, the mac and cheese, come on.
Ooh.
Oh,
They got a pretty solid menu, I'm not going to lie.
I had a slamming
good.
cheeseburger in the car on the way to the airport the other night after our little event. It was
nice.
so damn good.
We got to roll another. I want you to tell me about Told You.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
you see?
that's a cool one. I would say that's a little different for us. We kind of referred to it as FGL circa 1976, you know, like the classic diner music. I don't know what you want to call it, but just something different. It felt good. It felt fresh for us. It felt exciting. So it's a song that just BK and I both really loved, and you know, one of our versions of a love song. So hope you like it.
Here you go. Told You from Can't Say I Ain't Country, the Release Florida Georgia Line. Welcome back to the Release Florida Georgia Line. Can't Say I Ain't Country, available everywhere today. We got the fellas with us.
Feels good to have that music out to the world. It really does.
Meant to Be with BB Rexa. Massive. You know, you guys are so good at picking people to collaborate with. And on this album, you got Jason Derulo, which I always want to say, DeLuca Heights. Sorry. It's one song I know.
What was that exactly?
Yeah. Remember that song?
No, which one?
Can you do that again?
DeLuca Heights. Never mind. Jason Aldean, and then Hardy on this album. Those are awesome tracks, but I don't want to get ahead of what's happening today. But what's the dream collaboration down the line? Like, what's the, oh my God, if only?
Man, you know what? We've talked about this often. I think our list just continues to get bigger. You know, there's a lot of artists we really love and respect. I think we'd start with Ed Sheeran. We love him. He's an amazing, amazing guy. Bruno Mars. Never worked with him. That'd be a lot of fun.
Alan Jackson.
That's right. Lil Wayne. You know, anywhere from Alan Jackson to Lil Wayne. We're there. Rihanna. That's right.
We talk about, you have kind of reinvented what country is a little. Do you feel like there's a responsibility with that, or just you guys do you and that's what you do?
I think that's the responsibility, is to do us and stay in our lane, do what we do best, and let everything else sort itself out. The critics, the comments, the genres, the subgenres. If we just continue on our path, that's success. Is, you know, putting out the best music that we feel connected to, that we love, that is us, that's transparent, that's honest, authentic. No matter the genre, no matter what you want to call it, I think that's where we want to be.
Let's do another track.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna pick it. Talk about country. Speed of Love.
That feels good, don't it?
It's so good.
A love song at 100 miles an hour.
Tell us a little bit about the story behind that song.
Yeah, that's just a cool song we kind of wrote last minute. We were almost done with the record, I would say, and BK and I wrote this song with a friend of ours, Jordan Smith, out on the road on the Tree Vibes bus. Was it Milwaukee? Is that where we were at? Yeah. No, I don't know.
Summerfest.
Somewhere. Summerfest, yeah. And yeah, we just wrote that one, and BK and I looked at each other at the end of the day and said, I don't think we should let any other artists hear this. I think this needs to go on the album. Feels kind of unique and different. I'm honestly just really excited about it. So we both felt that way, and took it back to Joey and said, what do you think? And yeah, it was kind of a no-brainer. It fit the album perfectly, and it was a song that we were both really passionate about and thought would be a lot of fun to play live. So we had to record it.
Do you guys have that sense when you do a song like, oh yeah, this is gonna be big? Or what songs?
We sure hope so.
Yeah. Do you feel like there have been songs you thought were gonna be big and didn't quite do what you wanted? What am I saying? You play it once and it goes to number one.
It's hard to say sales-wise or streaming by the numbers or however you want to put it, but I think we have our ear on what a great song is and can be. So I think it's hard to say, oh, it's going to do this or it's going to do that, but I think if we just have the bar that in our hearts and our minds and our ears that says, hey, we know what a great song is, that's a great song no matter what happens, no matter trends or whatever come after that. That's kind of how I think we pick them.
Let's roll it. Speed of Love, Can't Say I Ain't Country. The Release with Florida Georgia Line. The Release, Florida Georgia Line, Can't Say I Ain't Country. We got an audience here in New York City being heard.
Baby.
Yeah, we do.
Sounding good.
Over the country. So much fun hearing some of the songs. I think we have time to fit in one more bonus track.
Let's do it.
Swerve?
Crank it.
Yeah,
Tell us
Yeah.
about
for
Swerve.
sure. You know what? you. No, we. This is just a fun one. You know, it's kind of like our party jam. I don't even know if we were planning on recording it, but we wrote it probably, I don't know, 2.5, 3 years ago, and we listened to it so much on the road. You know, while we were hanging out and drinking and prepping for the show and just partying, we were just like, man, this song has to get out to the world. So, fortunately, we were able to record this one on this album, and I would say this is the odd. I don't know, the ugly duckling out of the batch, if you will, kind of the oddball. It doesn't kind of fit all the other songs, but I think it's kind of beautiful at the same time in that way. You know, it just gives a little something for everybody on this album, and this song just gets us hyped, makes us want to party, so we figured why not.
Here we go. Let's swerve the release. Florida Georgia Line. Woo! It has been a ton of fun. The release, we got Brian, we got Tyler, Florida Georgia Line. The album is out today. Can't Say I Ain't Country. Before we go, just give us one thing that you want to say to the fans. It's got to feel so great to finally get this music out there.
Yeah, it does. And thank you. Thanks to all of our fans for all the love and support over the years. This is why we do it, hearing y'all's stories, hearing how our music's affected you guys and impacted y'all's life. I mean, that's what it's all about. It continues to motivate us and inspire us. So we love you guys, to all of our fans. And for everybody that's here this morning, we actually want to give you guys a physical copy of the album. So thank y'all for being here as well.
Yeah.
But you get an album, and you get an album.
You get a CD.
Yeah.
You get a CD.
Well, thanks for sharing it with us today. It's really special.
Hey, we're humbled to be here. It's another record, another big day for us, another big day for our fans, another big day for country music, and we're just inspired and really, honestly, I feel like we've both been jamming these songs in our truck for months and months and months and like living them out, and they're not old to us, and we're just excited that y'all get to do the same now. Enjoy this record from start to finish, and go live these songs out.
Now,
Let's
these
go.
guys got free copies. Everybody else out there, get out and buy one.
That's right.
Go get you one.
Woo! The release, Can't Say I Ain't Country, Florida Georgia Line.
Thank y'all so much.